Bum, 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 bum. Or should I do like the dun, 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 dun. The roaring kind of sucks in this game. What's up, Reapers? My name's Scythe. We are back again with some more PixARK. I've been busy. If you didn't already check out the last episode, which the last episode was actually me doing a live stream, and I was grinding us up to level 70. I was pretty much just using our Fell Hunter, and then that's where we ended up kind of crafting this saddle, and I skimmed over the fact that I ended up taming a rock elemental and a fire dude. I'll insert some footage of how I actually ended up taming those guys, but otherwise there wasn't really anything too impressive to it. The rock elemental, I just ended up digging a deep enough pit, but I found that his long range attacks were actually pretty damaging, so I ended up putting up these poles kind of in front of me and him to kind of prevent him from actually throwing his rocks and hitting me, because his rocks were a fatter projectile than my arrows, so I could just keep pegging him with sleeping or magic arrows while he ended up just throwing rocks at me. And the way that you actually tame him was a bit weird, because at first I thought it was like sulfur, I thought it was like dirt. You gotta feed him rocks. That's I guess he's a rock elemental, but that's what he ended up needing, right? And then there was the fire elemental, which was something very similar. Didn't have any ranged attacks, surprisingly, so I just ended up digging I think it was 3 or 4 blocks deep, because surprisingly this guy could go over a lot of different block heights, and all I really did for him was the exact same thing. I just pegged him with magic arrows, and then eventually took a couple tries to figure out what exactly he ate. I thought it was sulfur because it would have made sense, but nope, he just ends up eating fire elemental gems. Yeah. So either way, the rock elemental, I don't know whether or not we're ever going to be able to ride this guy, because we actually require level 80 in order to get a saddle for him rather than 75, which to me would make more sense. Level 75 to get a saddle for this guy, level 80 for a ghost dragon. Like it just would make sense to me, right? So anyways, let's get rid of replacement here. We don't need him anymore. I don't need any of this meat or garbage that he's got on him, because I actually ended up making quite a few changes to our base as well, which we'll talk about that in a minute here. Let me just... Oh yeah, I'm preparing. I'm preparing because I've been really hard at work since the that live stream episode that we did. So we still got our flyer here. This guy, I guess we could just put into storage right now, but it is kind of cool that, very similar to Ark, you can have him transform into rocks. In Ark, he would actually transform into just a normal looking rock, whereas this guy ends up kind of turning into a bunch of dirt blocks, which it would be kind of cool if he was on the same axis as the rest of the world, but it's still kind of cool that you can sneak these guys, you know, into defending your base and stuff like that. Very cool stuff. Let me actually put him in my inventory, which, yeah, I figured he was going to end up taking an absurd amount of inventory space, so you know what? We'll just have to leave him and forget about it, I guess, right? Because he's just way too heavy for me to carry. But the fire elemental doesn't require any saddle, so we can immediately start riding this guy, which is weird. We're just sitting on his chest for some weird reason, and he's like kissing the back of our head, which is kind of gross in a way. Like, seriously. This guy can end up kind of going through quite a few different blocks. Also has a lot of nice control to him. He still kind of turns a little bit like a truck, like most of the creatures would in this game, but he's still pretty cool just because he's, I don't know, he's cool. I guess that's all there really is to it, right? He's not the fastest. He's got quite a bit of range for his attacks. He has a right-click spin attack of death, where he just dances around like an idiot. But as you can see, our stamina just goes down so quickly. Like, man alive, this guy is... He's supposed to be an early tame. That's what I'm convinced, because of the fact that you don't need a saddle for him. So it's like you could end up just using him right away. You know what I mean? Like, technically, as soon as you end up getting magic arrows, you would be able to actually just use him very effectively. Okay. No. Bad Fell Hunter. Bad. He's gonna try and keep attacking that plant. You get over here. You get over here right now, mister. You get set to peaceful then, you stupid moron. Like, seriously, can you ride? The hit detection in this game. But even though... I didn't tell you to follow me. Even though our Fell Hunter is absolutely beautiful, so what ended up happening... this is actually my second Fell Hunter. Yes, he's level 98. I found him at level 52, which was an extremely rare find. Like, you wouldn't believe how difficult it was to actually end up getting this guy. But he is my baby. He is way too powerful and way too beautiful for this world, so I'm going to put him in storage, and we are never, ever, ever going to touch him again until we end up doing my end game plan, which hopefully we'll be able to talk about that today. I want to show you what we did to the base first, though. I finally, like, it took a long time. I'm forging a whole bunch of copper that I ended up mining because of the fact that I also ended up mining a bunch of iron. Man alive, it took me a long time to find this. Like, seriously, dude, you have no idea. But iron mixed with coal in the industrial forge ends up making steel. So hopefully we're gonna have enough steel to make our full set of our next tier of gear and stuff. I'm way too hot in here. Let me take off my pants and my shirt. And then we've got these vaults. So we could store 150 items in all of these. So all of our storage has been put into these 3 different vaults. And we could actually fit it all in 2 vaults, but I made this one for gear, this one for blocks, and this one for crafting items. Obviously, it's pretty much full, but ended up running into one of the stupidest things I've ever found in this entire game. Like, I can't believe the developers are this dumb. And I'm not just being insulting, like, this is actually stupid. You can't actually take, like, a crafting table does not recognize any items that are in a vault. So we have plenty of bone, ash, and clay inside the vault, but it won't take it and put it into the fabricator. So in order for us to craft anything now, we have to take it out of the vault, put it in our inventory, usually end up getting, like, way too heavy to move. And then we can end up crafting it. Like, it's really stupid, dude. It seriously is so bad. Like, I can't believe that they would overlook something like that. So anyways, what I want to do is forge up our next tier of gear. Is this still... Oh, we still only got a minute left. That's probably not going to end up being enough then. So let's just... I don't want to use all of our fuel here. There we go. That gives us an hour and 16 minutes. Let's take this out. Hopefully our inventory is okay. Yes. All right. All right. I wanted to get us... Now that we're at level 70, we can get this standard pistol. Whoopsie daisy. We need fuel for this as well. Ew. I don't know whether or not, like, is this thing gonna be any good for us? I don't know. It requires pistol bullets specifically, though, so I'm wondering, can we make it elemental? Because if we can end up making this thing, finally, you can drag it and drop it off of your hotbar, right? But if we can make this fire elemental, ooh, we can. Oh, that looks so beautiful. Oh my goodness. But then we could end up using our fire ammo into it, right? Which will kind of augment the gun a little bit, but I want to see... Yeah, okay, cool. So we can actually end up just doing that. That's very, very easy way of getting us ammo. Because for some weird reason, this game is, like, ridiculous in that... Like, let's take a peek. Look at this. Look at this. Pistol ammo costs, like, copper and gunpowder. Actually, that's considerably cheap, honestly speaking. But most ammo in the game is actually really, really expensive. But making, like, fire versions of ammo is surprisingly cheap. So that's why I just keep doing it. So anyways, let's... Oh, it takes iron. It takes iron to forge this thing. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Can I take this out? Can I cancel the queue? I want to cancel the queue. I want to take this out. I think we got enough steel, honestly, dude. I think we got enough steel. Can I move? Can I... craft it out of this crafting table? Do I craft it on my person? I have to craft it in the stupid fabricator, obviously. Why would I think I could craft it any other way? So we keep on having to hop over and stuff. At least we put some fuel in this. Steel. No, I want... Oh, bone steel. Primal bone pieces. Oh, I didn't end up grinding any of them. Ah! Well, at least if we get some wood, we can craft our next tier of tools, which is nice. Right? Wood... I don't farm wood. That's why we don't really have much of it. Steel axe and steel pick. Finally, we have the highest tier of tools. Let's get ourselves a sickle as well, just because it's cool, even though it's not necessarily useful. Very, very nice. And then what was it? Primal bone piece. I hear something walking in the distance. I'm scared. Primal bone pieces. So here's the interesting thing, guys. This 116, I've been picking up every single one of these bone pieces since we started this Let's Play series. And we only have 116. And it requires like 60, 40, 40. Like, it requires so much of these bones in order to forge all this gear. I don't know how you're ever supposed to afford it. Like, it's ridiculous, man. It seriously is. So let's get ourselves the gloves, the helmet, and that's all we can afford. Seriously, dude, that's so cheap. Well, at least we got an overabundance of, like, steel left, which is nice. Let's put these away. Also, hopefully these insulate a little bit better, because otherwise it's kind of gross that we're always overheating. Ugh. I have, like, such crazy stats, too, with our stuff. Oh, my. What happened to all of our iron? Oh, there it is. Why was I thinking that we didn't have, like, any more? I don't know. But either way, perfect amount. This iron's gonna go really, really quick, by the way, guys. Like, seriously. It costs a lot. Like, 3 each. 3 each? Okay, that's not nearly as expensive than I thought. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, dude. The accuracy is insane, but I want more damage. Polymer? Are you kidding me? And here I thought it was cheap. This is really expensive as far as a gun is concerned. It better be worth it. You know it's not going to be, though. Like, it's actually probably going to end up being way weaker than any of the other guns. It's like 8 polymer each. That's a lot of stability and overheating. That clip also looks really, really cool. What about the magazine? Is that going to change anything? Whoa! Fire rate went up. Magazine went up. I think we can get more damage. What do you guys think? 110, that seems to be the highest we can get it. But I want that accuracy at 100 again. We're using so much of our iron. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, cool. Either way, very beautiful. Like, look at this thing. Ooh. Ooh, at least they ended up making these Nerf guns look really, really cool. So the biggest question of all, though, guys, is is it stronger? That's what we need to know. Okay, so if we hit one of these guys in the head, we do 2,000 damage. I mean, granted, he was level 33, so I gotta try and find one that's similar. As opposed to the pistol here. Blah! Well, that was 3,000 to a weak enemy anyways. What about that guy? Level 21, that's about the same. 500. 500 is not 2,000, but I think the trade-off is that we can end up shooting a lot faster with this, right? How's the accuracy on this thing? I want to try and shoot something in the distance. It's such a cool looking gun though, dude, like seriously. And probably is better for us because we could pull it out if we're in a bind and just bang, 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 bang. Except you shouldn't be able to shoot yourself with explosive ammo. Like, that's pretty stupid that they have that, honestly speaking. Okay, this gun's pretty good. That might actually, that tops our wand, I think. But, oh man alive, we will go through ammo so quickly. I can't believe how quickly we'll end up going through ammo, dude. Like, we're just gonna blast through it. Oh, that's gonna be insane. Does our gun, it doesn't show a modded gun when it's in the table. That's kind of annoying. Seriously. Where was it? In the workbench? Fire bullets. Where do you make the fire bullets? Oh, it's in the magic table. What am I thinking? Fire bullets. So this is going to be copper, gunpowder, and fire essence, which fire essence I can get plenty of. Copper and gunpowder we could make plenty of if the stupid workbench would end up actually working. Seriously, that's such an annoying feature. Anyways, let me deposit some of my junk and get things a little bit more oriented here. Also, even though our fire elemental is beautiful, I'm going to keep him in a block form. Also, this is where all of my fire gems ended up going. I completely forgot about that. That's going to be very, very helpful for when we end up getting some more ammo. Maybe, possibly with this gun, grinding might not be as much of a chore. Because grinding up to level 70 was absolute trash, you guys. Like, seriously, I can't believe how long it ended up taking me, right? Granted, it only took like maybe half an hour when I started being strong enough to grind like the magic biome. But my point being is that it would take an absurd amount of time to get to level 80. But maybe by having this gun, we might be able to actually take on some minotaurs and stuff. Not to mention, we finally got a T-Rex. And we can actually use this guy. I really want to go into the Doomlands right away and start using him. And see how much XP we end up getting from some higher tiered creatures. Because that's what I've been waiting for. And hopefully it's going to end up being easy. If it is, possibly we might end up getting to level 80, and then I'll have to get a Ghost Drake. But here's the plan, guys. The PixARK series is not long for this world. Even though I still enjoy this game, we're running out of content fast. Now we've only got 10 more levels left, and then we're completely maxed out. But more so than that, the only real thing that's a higher tier than the T-Rex is going to be the Rock Elemental, which is extremely slow. So in a lot of ways, I would say that it's not as good as the T-Rex because of travel time, outside of the fact that it's probably one of the tankiest creatures in the game. And then the Ghost Drake, right? So possibly we'll end up getting to that tier. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think when we do end up taming a Ghost Drake, I'll probably end up making a lot of cuts. Just because I already ended up taming one on a live stream server, or on a live stream episode, and it took me like an hour, no joke. Back then, I didn't really know that much about this game, though, honestly speaking, so it obviously wouldn't take me nearly as long now. But anyways, I haven't really tested it out. I don't know how powerful the Death Lord is, but he's pretty much the strongest boss in the entire game, right? We got, you know, Doom or Death Lord Altar right over there. As I was exploring the Doomlands, we've actually got 2 more Death Lord altars. But the plan is that we're going to see how long it starts taking for us to start grinding up and stuff like that. Especially if we can hopefully end up killing some of these stronger creatures in the Doomlands here. I'm hoping that we can today, even though Rexy here is only level 57. I should probably level him up a bit. Yeah, let's just level him up a bit while I kind of go on with my story. So the plan is that we're going to end up probably taming at least 1 Ghost Drake. Maybe 2 if I can find them, because otherwise I haven't been able to find any of them. And I've been looking. It's just the not the Doomlands, the, what is it? The Poison Biome or whatever that is. The one that has the werewolves and stuff. That's where the Ghost Drakes spawn. And, we got a pretty small one in our world. Or at least the one that I've been exploring has been pretty small. So, anyways. We may end up going for 2 Ghost Drakes. And then just take every creature we've ever owned, all of our most powerful creatures, and as a big grand finale, fight the Death Lord. That's my long-term plan. But honestly speaking, it's probably not going to end up being that long-term. Like, I think we're getting to that a lot quicker than I thought. Like, I thought we were just going to end up, you know, taking like another week or 2 to get to that, but it seems like it might just take 1 week, if that, to end up getting to that tier, right? Oh yeah, we need that volcanic stuff on the ground right there. He's level 3. You think we could take him? Let's try it out. Let's try it out. We got a lot of knockback, so we can just kind of backpedal while we're fighting him, which is nice. But I want to see if we can end up actually killing a Cyclops. And then on top of that, how much XP is it going to end up giving us? Because he does hit quite hard, but the fact that we can kind of just keep him at bay is really nice. And at least we thankfully have a lot of stamina on our Rex here, so it doesn't really... Ooh, we actually got to kill him. That took a little longer than it should have, honestly speaking. But Rexy here ended up getting quite a few levels. We didn't really get that much XP, honestly speaking. But Minotaurs, they're the real cats that we got to see if we can take on, because they're more powerful in most cases than the Cyclops. Usually you'll end up seeing them all out fighting each other, and the Minotaur pretty much always wins against everything hands down. So I would say that it's probably the strongest, like, standard mob. Maybe a rock elemental, but I don't really want to risk fighting one of those guys because they got a lot of health, and it just probably wouldn't end up being worthwhile considering the amount of time it would end up taking to kill one. Okay, this guy's level 24. Let's see if we can take him on. Hopefully he's going to end up being pretty easy. Let's see if we can tank him out too, because that last one we kind of just kept backpedaling. I want to see if I can just lazily, like, do I have to do anything, or can I just kill him? I think we can just kill these guys now. The T-Rex threw us to a whole other tier. That's cool, man. That's cool. He hurts us quite a bit, but that's really neat, and we're actually getting a lot of XP off of that. Oh my gosh. Level 80 might not be as difficult as I thought it was. Because I was sitting here thinking we would never get to level 80 in the series, guys. Because I thought it was going to take like an absurd amount of time to do so. I think I'll take on a rock elemental a little bit later. We'll take them on when we're at like a higher level or something. Oh, great. So we've got 2 of them to deal with now. We didn't end up getting taken down to half health on that first guy. But maybe fighting 2 of them will do it. Will they take us to half health? I'm going to try and be a little bit smarter with our kiting here and just kind of keep backpedaling so that they don't end up hitting us too much, because I think that we would actually be taking quite a bit of damage from fighting 2 Cyclops, dude. Like, seriously. But the fact that we're doing 300 damage does tell me that our Fell Hunter might have actually been able to best these guys. If he would actually do that much damage. Oh, that's not an ice biome. That's just a normal highlands biome. It's just snowing, which is kind of disgusting. But, ooh, dude, this is, like, so cool. We're not leveling up as fast as I thought we would. Like, it really is too bad that we're not leveling up that fast, but it's still fast enough that it kind of seems like we could do it, you know? I still want to fight a Minotaur, though, because that's the real test. If we can take on a Minotaur, because they got lots of crazy attacks, dude. They're super duper fast, very, very powerful creatures, you know? And unfortunately, the whole thing, like, it's good that we get to kill these Cyclops first and get a few levels so that we get our damage up, because otherwise, a Minotaur, okay, coward, is a very fast creature, so in most cases, you won't be able to outrun them if we need to. Oh, there's one now. Okay, guys, this is it. T-Rex versus a Minotaur, and he's level 38 too. He's gonna be quite powerful. We're doing more damage on him though, and he's trying to run. No, you don't. That's because we attacked him first, so he's like losing aggro on us. We're faster than him too, which is really nice. Yes, we've got him stuck in us because we're a T-Rex and we're too big. Man alive. Okay, so we can take on Minotaurs. Awesome. He was very powerful though. Did you see how long it took him to die? That's so cool. T-Rex is the absolute king. We are like the most powerful creature right now. That is awesome. We can actually start farming in the Doomlands. And we're leveling up. I take it back. We're leveling up pretty fast. That's not as fast as I thought. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Oh, I want a piece of this. I want a piece of this. Let me involved here. Let me in. Yes! T-Rex dominates everything, dude. Come on! Look at this! So powerful! Oh my goodness! It's beautiful! It's beautiful! We really are Death. Like, it's a good thing that we named this thing Death, right? T-Rex always bleeds when he's at, like, I think 75 or even 50% health. Like, it's not like we're actually weak or taking, like, critical damage or anything. We're just, you know, that just kind of happens with this guy. Okay, let's, oh, man, I love the fact that he can carry so much, too. Because it means that we don't gotta worry that much about, like, our inventory. Before, like, when I was on the Fell Hunter, I was finding that anytime I would kill, like, 10 things, I would have to stop and, like, fix my inventory. But now we can just go for it. I kind of want... I'm not sure if I want to take on a rock elemental. I think it could end up going very badly for us, but you know what? There's only one way to learn. Like, we got to try it, right? So let me get us to full health here. Primate heals us a lot more than normal meat. And then maybe this will be the last fight of the century here. We'll do this, and I don't want that Minotaur to come over to me. But will this work? Stupid Minotaur, go away. Even though I'm like so powerful, I don't want to fight both of you at the same time because I don't know how tough a rock elemental is going to be. Now, if it's anything like Ark, the rock elemental couldn't take damage from anything except for like, I don't know. I think it could only take damage from like catapults or something like that. We're going to fight that rock elemental. Don't worry, guys. But I'm seeing that this guy's actually really weak. So I'm going to get him stuck. Oh, there he goes with his weird stun attack. That's the attack that I was worried about. That's what I was worried about. Because look at his attack speed. That time we actually kind of fought that Minotaur rather than the other one that just ended up leaving. Or trying to run away, right? Okay, primitive steel bone helmet. That's really good. Like, that's the whole thing. The Minotaurs, now that we can kill them, guys. Minotaurs are supposed to be like the end game creatures. Like, look at that. Chainsaw, apprentice wooden club. Yeah, that's so good. But I'm pretty sure you can get like rocket launchers and rocket launcher ammo off of the Minotaurs, as well as certain tiers of gear. I don't know if you can get like full on ascended, but look at that. A primitive steel bone helmet. Primitive steel bone helmet, and it's stronger than ours too. Like, we actually ended up finding the same helmet that we just had crafted 2 seconds ago off of that Minotaur. Crazy. Crazy, dude. So it's cool that we can actually get gear even while killing them with a T-Rex, because that's one thing that I was really worried about, because in most cases you can only end up getting gear off of creatures if you kill them on foot rather than killing them like with a creature. Okay, I gotta just take this Minotaur out, I think. Okay, let's go in and start poking this guy. Can we do damage to him? Okay, we're doing 400 damage, so that's not bad. He takes a while to spawn up. He only does his 150. He's okay. He's already bleeding. Rock Elemental in this game is actually weaker than a Minotaur. Are you kidding me? And he gives tons of gold. Just like an Ark. Cool. But, yeah. So we can kill everything. Maybe not a Ghost Drake. Yeah, I guess a Ghost Drake would be above a Minotaur, but they don't really count because fighting them is kind of stupid because they're an air creature. But that's cool. Like, we can take everything on, you guys. Finally, a normal bone helmet? Yikes. There's this other treasure chest over here. I'm really, really cautious in this biome because I'm probably going to end up getting attacked. Getting more of that bone is going to end up being pretty helpful for us to get the rest of the steel bone set. Not that we need it. It's just kind of cool that we can. Oh, wow. Normal is already, like, better than the one that we had. Yikes, dude. I want to get... My last goal of this game is to either get us to level 80 so that we can end up riding on a Ghost Drake, because I've never rid on one. I think I did, like, back when I was testing out the creatures in my first live stream, or one of my earlier videos of this game. But I never actually did it, like, legit. Okay. And that is one of my goals, and then using the rocket launcher, because I never really got to use the rocket launcher. So many fell hunters, man. Are you kidding me? Like, back when I was farming for this guy, it was, like, so difficult for me to find them. And now there's, like, 500 of them. Are they a pack animal? No, they're not. Good. So we can just fight them all one at a time. Oh, that fire kind of hurts. Die, stupid. Okay, the rock elemental is like, you know what? I want to get a piece of this. This could end up going very badly for us. This could go very badly. We're taking quite a bit of damage here. Okay, fell hunter down. Elemental, is he bleeding? Yeah, he's bleeding. We're at half health here because we took on 2 of these guys at once, which is not good. Oh gosh. Okay, we got him. Yes. And then I want to grab these treasure chests if I can. Let me kill these guys first. Let's take a peek. Bone ash. Of course, it's just going to be bone ash. That fell hunter's probably going to spot me and come at me. And primitive bone stuff. Well, either way, guys, very cool that now we can actually just start spending some time grinding. I'm actually really surprised how... I won't say it's going quick. Like, did we get 1 level yet? No, we didn't. We're only about to get a level now. But either way, that's pretty much the exact same as it was when I was in the magic biome with my fell hunter, is I was able to get like a level in about half an hour. Granted, we've been grinding this for maybe 20 minutes, so that's actually a lot faster. Not to mention, unlike the magic biome where I was pretty much just fighting treants, everything in this biome ends up giving us decent amount of XP, right? So that's cool. That's cool. I'll see how long it ends up taking. You know, as our T-Rex gets stronger, obviously we're going to kill things faster. Which means we should be able to level up faster by that logic. But either way, very cool stuff, man. Very, very cool. Thanks for watching, though, folks. Very much appreciate it. Hope that you ended up enjoying today's video. We're actually getting really, really close to the end game here as far as PixARK is concerned. I'm honestly surprised that we ended up getting this far this quickly, but there's not really that much content at the end game here until we end up getting mod support, right? In either case, though, thanks for watching. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. And if you want to support me, you can always sponsor my YouTube channel or check links in the description for my merch store where you can pick up this shirt. We got 2 other new shirts, by the way, as well as Gawk boxes down there as well, which is a way that you can donate to me for absolutely free. Doesn't work for everyone in Europe, though. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.